What's up guys, Seb here from Submagic, and in today's video I'm showing you how to easily edit your videos like Ali Abdaal. And the best part is, if you check the link in the description down below, you'll see that there's an Ali Abdaal assets pack that you can use for your editing, which is going to streamline it, because essentially everything is now going to become drag and drop. And you'll actually notice if you watch Ali's videos that a lot of the effects and transitions that he uses are pretty much copy and paste throughout his entire video, and this editing pack really does streamline this, and you'll see how easy it is to edit his videos in just a matter of minutes. And at the end of this video, we're also going to be showing you how to create his subtitles. You can probably see them on screen right now. It literally takes about 10 seconds to do them super easily using Submagic, so we'll show you that right at the end. But without further ado, let's jump right into the video and let me show you how to edit his videos. Alright, so you can see that I've put an Ali Abdaal video inside of my Premiere Pro timeline, and just a quick disclaimer, you can use any editing software that you're comfortable with. I'm just using Premiere Pro. So let me show you a quick example of what I mean by everything is pretty much drag and drop or presets. So essentially here you can see we've got these paper crunch effects, and then here this is his most popular effect. So you can see that the background kind of goes behind him, and then you've got all of these actions. But then if we keep scrolling, you can see that he keeps doing the same thing. So here, boom, that keeps appearing, and then a little bit later on he does it again right here. So I'm going to show you exactly how he does this, and then I'm going to show you how to create these effects right here. And right here you can see a quick little demo. This again only took me 5 minutes to do. So if I'm spending 5 minutes, think about how good this video would look if I spent like 30 minutes or an hour on this. And a quick disclaimer again, you know, Ali's editors spend about 5 hours editing his videos, and I did this in literally 5 minutes. So let's go ahead and press play quickly. Boom, you can see there we've got these effects just like that, and boom, back to me. So you can see, you know, you can kind of achieve this style in just a matter of minutes with these drag and drop assets. So let me show you how to do it. So this first effect is his most popular one, so I'm going to show you how to do it really quickly. So essentially it's done with an effect called rotoscoping, which removes you from the background. So there's two really easy ways to do it. If you have the Adobe Creative Cloud, you can go ahead and open up After Effects, bring your clip into here, and then you want to drag and then you want to double click on your clip, and you'll open up this layer panel. You want to select the roto brush, and then what you want to do is just draw over your subject, just like this. You can do it really roughly if you want. And then you see this little border here. This is everything it's going to include. So here you can see it's added a bit of the background. So we do that. And then we kind of, you know, take your time just for the purposes of this video. We'll do it really quickly, just like that. You can add a bit of a feather if you want, like 15. And then you want to click on freeze, and it's going to scan through your entire video. And then it'll give you something that looks like this. So you can see that the background has been completely removed. Obviously forgot to remove this section right here. And the second way to do it is to use the CapCut app, and you'll see it's much easier. Let's go ahead and delete this, drag your clip back inside, and then it'll bring you on this basic tab. Click on cutout, scroll all the way down and click on auto cutout, and boom, you can see in an instant it's completely removed me from the background. And to be honest, it's done a better job than it did on After Effects. But again, I didn't take my time on After Effects, just showing you for the purposes of this video. Then you can go ahead and export this video. So bringing it back inside of Premiere Pro, let me go and bring in the clip with no background, just like this. So if we actually bring this out, you'll see that there's no background, and then you can see that it has overlaid me on top. So if we bring this, for example, you can see that the background's been removed. And then to disable that, then that's me again. So essentially you just want to sync that back to your main clip. And then I'm going to remove the audio right here. And then here you can see that we've got the clip. It's completely overlaid on top, so it looks normal. So to achieve the first effect, what we want to do is add a position keyframe here, and then we can move a few frames forward, and then just bring that down. You can even make yourself smaller or bigger if you want. But again, if you do that, set a keyframe, and then reset it at the start, and essentially that brings you down like that. So what we need to do here is now add a background. So if we bring this clip up, we can go to the Ali Abdaal editing pack. So in here, assets, you can see that you've got the newspaper magazine, letter cutouts, you've got animated stills and backgrounds, fonts, intros, paper fold animations, all of that sort of stuff. So if we go to transitions, then new, So I've quickly made a folder with the assets that we're going to be using in this video. So essentially, I'm going to be using one of these for the first effect. So basically, it's just a clean slate or a different background, which you can see here. So what we want to do is go back to the keyframes, and then you can see inside of here, we'll zoom in a bit. We want to set a keyframe here, and then we want to go to the start of our animation, go back on the background, and then we can move this up or down. So for example, if we do it down, and then if we give it a quick play, boom, you can see that we kind of achieved that effect already. Next up, what we can do is add a bunch of different animations. So here we've got the fold smile. So if we bring that in right here, you can see that it's basically already green screened and we just need to put the effect on. So if we go to the effects, and then on Premiere Pro, it's called Ultra Key, drag that on top of the green screen right here, click on the color, then click on green, and boom, it's removed the background. So we can go ahead and then make this bigger. So let's put it as 60. Actually, let's do it bigger. So let's go 180 and then reposition it. And then if we press play, you can see we now have that cool effect, and that's actually a little bit too big. Boom, just like that. And then when it comes to adding the text, you can add this tape. You can add this tape effect. Again, the exact same process. Ultra key, and then change the color to green. And then we've got this effect. Now, the way he adds his text is just done with presets again. So I'm using Premiere Composer, which is a complete free Premiere Pro plugin that you can use. You can see we've got all of these text animations. So if we go on position, you can see it animates this text in, but you also notice that it's got transition. So for example, you got this shake. If we drag that, let's say at the start, it'll load, and then boom. And then if we give it a quick playback, you can see it adds that shake. So really, really cool. When it comes to the text, again, just find one that you like. So this position one, drag and drop it on here. And then you just want to go ahead and customize it. So change it to black, for example. And then you just want to reposition it, change the text. Again, go to your Premiere Pro plugin, and you can change the text to "Hi, I'm Seb," for example. And then reposition it, and then it's inside of this. And then you just need to kind of play around with the length and duration that you want your effect to last for. But essentially, that's how to do it. So really, really easy. And then when it comes to some of the other backgrounds that he uses, for example, he'll use this crumble paper effect. So again, the exact same process. If we extend this video out and then remove this background, then put this here, go back to the effects, Ultra key, change it to green, and then if we play it back, boom, we've got this really cool effect. So if you've seen his letter cutout effects, unfortunately this pack hasn't got animated ones, but again, it's really easy. Just add all the text that you want, and then you can nest it just like this. And then I've gone ahead and just found a random camera shake effect, which I found on YouTube as a preset. So if I type in camera shake, you got real camera shakes, drag that on top just like that. And then if we zoom in, let's make this a little bit longer actually. Cut this obviously. You can see if we play back that this is now animated and moving just like it has. You can see that it's now animating and moving just like Ali Abdaal does it. And again, this pack has so many assets that it pretty much drag and drop. So if we wanted to add something like this face, just like that, again, it's the exact same process. So like I said, once you know how to do it, it's just a matter of time, really, how much effort you want to put into these videos. So here you can see, boom, all of that. You can see how awesome this looks and how easy it is. Thanks to this pack, it's just pretty much drag and drop. So spend a little bit of time editing your videos. Again, this pack has a bunch of assets. It's got transitions and sound effects that you can enter into your video. You've got all these intros, which are really cool. So if we drag and drop that onto our clip, let's go ahead and delete this, show you the intro. Let's ultra key it, and then green, and then play it back, boom. So for these sort of effects, what you can do is go to the very start of it, and then keyframe, And then once it gets to the end, so here, go back on your clip, bring this down, and boom. So play it back, see how smooth that is. I did notice there's a bit of black here. So what we can do is just bring this forwards or extend it again a little bit. Play it back and boom, you can see how easy it is to do this. Okay, so now what we're going to do is add the captions to our video. Now, again, if you want to play around with your positioning, then this is the best way to do it. But if you are going to have your positioning on your captions in the same place the entire time, you can go ahead and export your video as it is. But what I'm going to do is go back to my project, and then I'm going to go on color map, and then I'm going to select a plain color. So for example, a blue, just like this. And then I'm going to put this on top. Boom. And you'll see why I'm doing this. It will make complete sense. And then we're going to go ahead and export. So I'm going to put blue screen, press export, and boom. And then what we're going to do from here is head to submagic.co. If you haven't used it or haven't heard of it, it's basically the ultimate short form editing tool where you can add animated captions, magic B-roll, sound effects, all these trendy stuff, as well as transitions. So go ahead and click on login. Go ahead and press. I don't know why it's doing this. And then you want to go ahead and click on create my video. Now here you have two options. You can import this video if you just want your captions to be in one specific place. You don't want to move them whatsoever. But because this video is dynamic, the reason why we made the blue screen like here is so then we can bring this back into our editing software and then reposition the captions. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in the blue screen like this. I'm also going to show you a demo with the non-blue screen. You can select your language and then press on upload. So here you can see that we already have the main video without the blue screen, and you'll see what I mean by the captions. If we go ahead and press play, because this video is dynamic, it doesn't make too much sense to have the captions in one place at the same time. So we're going to go back and then we're going to wait for this video to load, press refresh, and now you can see it's generating the captions. And then we're going to click on edit. Now here you'll see you're presented with a bunch of different styles like Hormozi. So if you click play, you can see we've got Hormozi, you can go Devin Jato, but then we have the infamous Ali Abdaal style. So you can select whichever caption style that you want. We're going to be doing Ali, and then you can go ahead and change the sizing and positioning. And then obviously you have your colors right here. If we click on edit, you'll then be able to change this feature, which I think is really awesome, and display word speed. So you can have 2 lines, 1 line, or 1 word. I personally prefer 1 word. And then you can select punctuation or animation on or off, and again, change the positioning. So the reason we're doing it as a blue screen is we're now going to export that video. And once this is exported, we're going to bring it back inside of Premiere Pro. Now what you want to do is delete the blue color map that you've just created, and then you want to drag and drop your blue screen with the captions that you just exported from Submagic. Go to the effects, Ultra key, and then go on the key color, select the blue, and now you can see that you now have your captions. And finally, what you want to do is scrub through your entire video and then go on the position. And then you just want to play around with the positioning and make sure that your captions are exactly where you want your captions to be. And then you're done. It's that easy. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let us know what you want to see next.